they hear Sandstorm. And Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened. Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll give it to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are. When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
No first down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play. And it sets up now a 4th down situation where, yes, I'm going for it.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They're trying to get to it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Aggies! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both...
And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Aggies. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. The run to the right. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, running back on the move. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Aggies line it up with a 1st and goal. The give to the lone running back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. It's complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Just going to keep it after the snap. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Zings it complete to the right. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
They're wasting no time trying to get the ball back. They're going to go for an early onside kick.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll go to the ground. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown Aggies. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got...
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Leaves it with the running back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing, and as a result now, 4th down.
Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Inside the 30. He's loose. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
South Carolina.
He'll bring it out. It's set. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end. work out as he stopped at the 13. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and
going for it all. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
Intercepted by Texas A&M. And they'll take over first and second.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Gets it out quickly. Still running at the 40. Nothing but green ahead.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
On the play. Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's still 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. To the ground, he's got it again. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Number 27.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And adding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
South Carolina, 7.
Fielded in the end zone, it's sacked. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the... Not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy
Trying to get behind the defense. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Looking to move it through the air. Using his feet to buy time. At the 40, there he goes. He's off to the races. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Working that left side. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's going to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's perfect.
The extra point is good.
Still a big hill in front of them, and they'll try to start the climb with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
He's going for it all. Got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Here we go. A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Aggie. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sapp. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
He rifles one deep to the left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Fires left. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And that's one of the things I love about this quarterback. He has the athleticism and the elusiveness that when things break down and they're not perfect, he can still make the play go. Great job of buying time and locating a receiver down the field.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They want to just keep throwing it. Catch in the middle. It's Conway. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight end just so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Slides away. He'll take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
From the gun, the ground game. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down.
Son, you talking about play the game, but you just let them niggas score. What the fuck you want me to do? You want me to show you everything? I ain't show you shit.
Take the penalty. A first
Either
down for the
play the game, sir. Get the true clock.
He'll run it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, let me score it and get mad because fuck no, boy. You trying to see what I got?
Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
Nigga, you wasting all the time by letting me score.
Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Man, I don't want to hear that shit, man. You want some rest, but you let your backups in. Come on, man. Son, nigga not falling for the base, huh? You want a nigga to explode a playbook, nigga, you gonna get heavy dose of this ring game.
After the break. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be...
Turns it on down the left side. The 40, the 30, the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecock. Play the analytics here, and you go for two. He wants to throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Smashes through. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Got his man.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of...
I'm about to wrong feet. You want to go by your mama? I mean, by your teacher? You want to go by your teacher? Well, they did. She said she was. Yeah, not. Sam, dude really, Sam, dude really literally letting me score, bro. Like, literally letting me